Survivors was deep in thought. He had no idea what to do. He turned to look at his kids, who were very, very much asleep. Almost like they were playing dead or something. He used his tail and poked at them. Nothing. They were just soundly asleep. Survivor sighed. He was surprised he was managed to keep an eye on his kids for 4 long years. But with now knowing that Aaron Yeager was the one responsible of making Grisha to kill Frida, he now wanted revenge. And how he was going to get that revenge? Simple. To kill Aaron Yeager. But he can't leave his kids unguarded, and without someone to look after them, they will eventually perish. But then Sir Farmers had an idea. His grandmother, female Godzilla, was still around. He decided to leave his kids under his grandmother's protection. Plus, Parody doesn't even know the location of Monster Island. They're just guessing at this point. Hopefully, they are still guessing on where Monster Island is located at. The only few people know where the location of Monster Island is Zildhausen, Canada 3, and Super Final Wars. Super Burning Godzilla and Dark Dragon, they were not born from Monster Island. They never even visited Monster Island. Same goes for Storm Godzilla Ultima, his wife, and their kids, and even his robot counterpart, and including their latest recruit, Space Godzilla Final Wars, but Survivors has no idea that they have a new recruit. But it didn't matter. Survivors got up, stretched for a bit. He grabbed his kids and headed straight to Monster Island. Once, when he arrived, he was greeted by his grandmother. He told her everything. Now what he was planning to do. His grandmother understood. Before he left, Survivors turned his head. By the way, where did my father kept his armor and sword? Female Godzilla revealed that Dagon had a human house because, well, him and Godzilla had human form, so that way they can understand humans a lot more better. I see. And you don't know where the location is at? Female Godzilla unfortunately shook her head, giving Sir Farmers his answer. I see. Well, I'm off. And just like that, Sir Farmers took off to the ocean once again. Luckily, he asked a good friend of Dagon's, and that was Gamera, Guardian of the Universe. He told Sir Farmers that Dagon and Godzilla's house was literally right next to Marley. Sir Farmers' birthplace. It didn't take him long to arrive there. Once when he arrived, he found his father's armor and sword. The armor was made out of the scales, out of the most strongest Godzilla of them all, his own grandfather, Dagon's father. This was not a sign of disrespect. This was a sign of honor. To show to all Godzillas that his sacrifice was not in vain. And the sword. The sword was made out of a head, out of a Ghidorah. The sword itself was made by the Gameras and the Mothras. It took them quite some time, but they managed to make the whole thing. This would work. Sir Farnworth grabbed his father's sword and put on his armor, and just like that, he was off, heading straight to Paradise. But not before taking a dark, large coat. If he wanted to be undetected, he would preferred to be not detected because he had a feeling something bad was about to happen. And sure enough, something did happen. A group of people by the name of the Jaegerists, who follow Eren Yeager's orders, were now taking over everything. They managed to capture Hanji, Jean, Armin, Mikasa, Jean, Connie, Sasha. And surprisingly, King Ghidorah's had 3, Zoltel's into Burning Godzilla, Dark Dragon, Storm Godzilla Ultima, his family, his robot counterpart, and even Space Godzilla, Final Wars. Surprisingly, they were only managed to pull it off because, well, they managed to tranquilize them by putting some tranquilizing darts into their food, in which, of course, they fell for it. They were still quite a little dizzy at the moment. But just in case, the second-in-command, called Flock, had his soldiers to make sure that they never got back up by putting even more tranquilizing darts on them. Eren Yeager has successfully conquered the walls. Now all he needed was to wait for Zeke to arrive so they can activate the rumbling. Sir Farnworth growled at this. How dare they? These traitors. People that Sir Farnworth thought as comrades. Now turning their backs on their old leaders? This has made Sir Farnworth even more angry. The fact that these people are working with Eren Yeager is one thing, but taking over for almost everything and capturing his friends and putting them in jail, it just made him even more angry. And there was no way in the name of Cybertron he was going to allow this to happen. If anything, he will track down Eren Yeager and kill him. But that's not his first goal, or his first priority. His first priority is to free his friends and family and get them out of here. Somewhere far away. Somewhere safe. And to do that, he had to ask the Jaegers on where they're being held at. So all he had to do is just find a Jaegerist. That's all he had to do.